Hi, I'm Terry McCall, mountain bike editor at Canadian Cycling Magazine, and we're here with the Scott Genius 910 ST. ST stands for Super Trail, and this is Scott's trail bike with, as you can see, the integrated rear shock. Scott offers two versions of the Genius, the standard Genius and the one we're testing here, the Super Trail, which they say is designed for more aggressive riding. Both models of the Genius are based around Scott and Fox collaborative nude shock rear technology that allows you to close off part of the shock so that you get either open, half travel-ish, or a nearly locked out setting. And that's all operated by Scott's twin lock remote. On the Super Trail, you get the new Fox Float X Nude, whereas the Genius comes with the standard Fox Float. That Fox Float X Nude is tucked away inside the carbon fiber front triangle, together with a rear alloy swing arm that gives this bike 150 millimeters of rear wheel travel. On the Super Trail, the track lock only controls the rear shock. The fork stays open all the time, though this Öhlins does have a compression lever that you can adjust manually. Scott's house brand Synchros provides a one-piece Hickson IC carbon fiber bar stem combo. It's 780 millimeters wide on this bike, and that works with Scott's integrated headset cable routing to add to the clean look of this Genius Super Trail. Other highlights of the 910 build include Trim's GX wireless shifting and Shimano XT Trail 4-piston brakes, and then a Synchros alloy wheel set. Since you obviously can't see the shock, Scott has added a sizable compartment to the down tube so you can access the shock to change settings, air pressure, and all of that. Since you can't see how much of the travel you're using on the shock, Scott has added a sag indicator to the rear linkage so that you can set your sag and see how much of the travel you're using while you're out on the trails. Trail bikes are a pretty broad category and they cover a lot of ground, with the Float X Nude being controlled by a remote and offering more efficient pedaling and a slight geometry change. The Genius ST definitely feels like it's at the sportier end of trail bikes. It's easy to pedal in either of the more firm shock settings. When you switch it to open mode, it's fully ready to head back downhill. The twin lock system does take some getting used to, especially telling the dropper post lever apart from the shock lock and release buttons. But after fumbling with this a bit on the first ride, I was getting better at it every time, and it should be comfortable. We've gotten used to weirder things on our bikes these days. It does add some maintenance, which is something to consider if you're the type of rider that usually avoids any complications. But it also makes the Genius a much more versatile trail bike. It allows for constant, quick changes in how the bike rides at the push of a lever. The new Genius is a bit slacker and lower than previous models, but this is not a mini enduro bike. It never feels sluggish or slow. Instead, the Genius is ready to push around fast corners, tackle technical climbs quickly, and always be nimble and under control. Scott's Genius ST is appealing as a trail bike that can quickly adapt to a wide variety of trail conditions. It has the capabilities of a 150-160 millimeter travel trail bike, but with the efficiency of a bike with half that travel when you want it to. If you're looking for a bruiser that will plow through any trail, this might not be the right bike for you. But if you're the type of rider that always wants to be engaged and enjoys the cross trails and climb trails as well as the descents, the Genius ST will always reward the extra effort.